2-0 victory um, over Viking GG. And now we're into this final series. It should be a good one. I'm excited. Mo, what are your thoughts here on what's going to be picked up and what we're going to see from both these teams?
So what's exciting about this is they haven't played each other in the tournament so far,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't often happen in a lower bracket final. So that's cool. They also haven't played against each other in the BTS Pro League yet either. I think that's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think these two teams have played against each other yet. Technically, maybe I don't know if they did. They probably did in Omega League actually. I don't know, but like in a while they haven't played against each other. So
Yeah.
Interesting as well that everybody has banned Bloodseeker against 5 men, apart from Nip, who decided to ban the Tiny instead.
Wow.
So they're letting it through. So we'll have to see what 5 men decide to take. But yeah, it comes down to obviously Ninjas had to play the last series, so maybe they might be a little bit tired, but they also have momentum going in their favor because they've almost warmed up in a sense, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
5 men obviously they'll be coming up off the back of a victory though, where Ninjas will be coming off the back of a loss, and especially that last game for Ninjas was really quite a pounding.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they can recover themselves.
Okay, so first pick into the Enchantress. We've seen this a lot. We saw Misha play this. We've seen a couple teams really prioritize the Mirana, but a first pick Mirana coming in from Ninjas in Pajamas is not something that we're very used to seeing in this situation. What are your thoughts on a first pick Mirana?
But I mean, this is their answer to the Ench, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Era likes playing this hero. You arrow the Ench creep, you kill it straight away. Yeah, I don't mind it too much. I'm not sure how much I like Mirana as a hero at the moment, but it's okay. It's always going to do its job right. It's going to make the Ench's laning a little bit more difficult than usual.
Yeah.
So I can get behind that.
So let's see what else they want to go for. They'll pick up Doom. Okay, so Doom is having a lot of popularity. Obviously, we just saw Iceberg dominate with it in 2 games where he was just disgustingly ahead of the net worth, and now immediately into the Lifestealer. Is that the right answer to this Doom?
I don't mind it too much. I think it's okay. We saw Charlie play it earlier today, and like we saw, we've been seeing people first phase ban it against Ninjas sometimes. So
Okay.
I don't mind the Lifestealer pick. They seem to be very confident with it. I don't know if the hero's first phase, but I mean, sure, why not? It's okay. Like Doom has no armor, right? Unless you build it naturally with like items and things. So if it ends up being Doom off lane, then Lifestealer should have a good time.
So let's see. Now banning the Invoker. Hoping to get something done here. What else are they looking at banning, you think, up against this Lifestealer? Like, how are they protecting this Lifestealer on Ninjas Pajamas, and how are they banning for it on 5 men coming into this?
I imagine there's probably going to be a Void ban, I would assume. Potentially. I don't mind the Beastmaster ban either.
Okay,
it's pretty good. Yeah, Storm ban's an interesting one. I mean, Supreme likes that hero, but I guess they don't really have any stuns in either of their 2 heroes so far. Yeah, there's the Void ban.
Yeah, so a lot of that hard lockdown with the Primal Roar and, coming in with the Chronosphere, get that out of the way. You want to make sure that that's just not available, especially with the Lifestealer. You can get into a lot of trouble.
It would... Misery's a bit of a greedy fool, right? We've established this already, so it wouldn't surprise me if he could potentially be a Doom player in this lineup as well. So they might have the flexibility the same as Fly to Moondew, that they can play it 2 through 4. Which might be interesting. Who knows? I don't know. But again, I feel like some of 5 men's drafts we've seen this tournament have been a little bit lackluster, a little bit wonky, but some of them have been really solid as well. So I'm kind of... The Ench Doom doesn't really give anything away.
Yeah.
But, yeah. They could go in so many different ways.
Ban the Slardar, which is something we've only talked about and seen banned. We have not seen that hero picked up.
I think we have, haven't we?
maybe the first series, I want to say, now that
I
I
can't.
think about it.
I can't remember anyway. I mean, Slardar's one of the better laners and all through game heroes against the Lifestealer. So obviously it's all physical damage. You can use the Corrosive Haze after he rages as well. So
Okay.
it's pretty good. This Bane's an interesting one. We haven't really seen a huge amount of this hero. Feels like it always pops up every now and then, though.
Yeah.
And
Definitely a decent hero to pick up, and I feel like it's a good support that kind of gets like ignored.
I will say though, if you look at their lineup at the moment, they have like no wave clear at all, apart from Mirana
Yeah.
Starfall, which is like okay, but you have to be at the wave to use Starfall.
Is it potentially a core Mirana? I know who was it that we were talking about plays the core Mirana? Was it Ninja Ninjas Pajamas?
Toby plays it for Viking. I know that, but I mean, other people can play it. I just don't know whether they want to. Obviously, they have Bay Mirana as well, which is always going to be nice with the sleep into the arrow. If they're the support duo, they can make these plays on the map together. So if you pick 3 independent strong laners on Nip, and the Bane and the Mirana could just walk around together and make things happen, that would be pretty solid still.
And they go Lina. So we saw 5men playing this Lina and really enjoying it. They put it in both games of the Viking GG series. They went Tiny a lot. They went Drow in one game, Jug in another. So
yeah, Misery seems to really like picking this hero right now, which is interesting. Obviously, they can still flex it between mid and 4, which is nice. I imagine it will probably end up being Misery again. But you have that constant clicking against the Bane from far away. Like, you have the range advantage, which is nice. Obviously, you have the far distance clicking onto the Lifestealer as well in the lane, which is nice. Like, they don't have a huge amount of gap close right now, so this Lina's going to have an okay game. Or you would assume, at least.
Let's see what's next. Nip need a wave clear here, and where are they going to get it?
Maybe they could pick... I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? Maybe I could see something like a Legion. Oh, no, sorry. For ninjas, I think... Yeah, Legion's okay. It gives them some wave clear, but they need something that... Because they don't know what they're laning against, so a little bit awkward. I think they need to just see something that plays with the Mirana. Like, Sanking has been something potentially in the past that pairs up well with the Mirana. Mars, okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. It gives them some team fight, which they're lacking at the moment, and then there is some wave clear come through there. It gives them a hero that they can fight around in the mid game as well, which I really like. Like, cause before that, they were kind of looking a little bit, lackluster. Interesting that Bloodseeker's been completely ignored this draft, though.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, but again, 5men could take it right here. They've got Doom that can go mid, Lina 4, Enchantress 5, and then go to the Bloodseeker.
I could see them picking something like Jug as well on 5men. I mean, Ace played that earlier, right?
Yeah. He
Which
played
is nice
the Drow
against,
and...
It's nice against the Mars. They could even pick something like Spectre, I think, if they really wanted to, which would be okay. What else could they go for? I mean, they're running out of reserve time here.
Magnus, okay. And that might be going back to thinking about Jug, and this still could be mid-Doom.
No, I think it'll be... I'm pretty sure it'll be 3 Doom, 2 Mag. I mean, the Zib does play both, and I don't know which one Chessie would prefer to play, but I would be very surprised if it wasn't Mag mid. I like the Mag, though, because you have the RP, which is BKB piercing against the Lifestealer, so when he rages, he doesn't have like a free game now, because he always has to worry about RP. Just high physical damage output on the Mag, which is nice. And they do ban the Jug.
Death Prophet ban, Jug gets banned. And that Jug, like we said, got played by Ace earlier.
I can still see them picking Spectre here. For a run for Ace. Or like Troll, potentially as well, is something that Ace really likes to play. Which I wouldn't mind too much. It doesn't have a save, which makes it a little bit iffy potentially, but...
Ricky, and that's what you were asking for in the last series. Oh, wow.
Yes, we get some Ricky gameplay.
Wow. Wow. I'm
This is
very
cool,
excited
though.
to see that.
It's different, right? And it does well against the Mars. You can blink out the arena. Like, it pairs up well with the Magnus because you have the Empower to work with.
Yeah.
Interesting. What do they play mid now? On Nip? Like, I mean, Void Spirits, Ember's okay as well, I think, potentially. But I don't think it
Is
lanes
he-
well against Mag.
Okay.
Kunkka could be okay.
Kunkka's control, but like, is he gonna do enough here? Like Ricky's, you're getting in power. Like you should be able to farm really well. Visage, okay.
So we saw this banned out from Fly to Moon in the last series. I'm pretty sure it was Fly to Moon that banned it out against Nip. Supreme really likes this hero, but their draft is so single target heavy. You have the Visage, like, with the birds and the nukes. The Lifestealer's physical damage. Bane with Fiend Sweeper's physical damage. Like, they don't have a great amount of wave clear like we talked about. But these drafts are completely different. This is super cool.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to the last, game of the qualifiers, you expect it to be kind of like going along a similar path. But these teams will both just pick their heroes at the end of the draft that they're like, yeah, we don't care. We'll just do whatever we want. Which is great.
So interesting few picks coming in, and Supreme on this Visage. Which draft are you enjoying the most here?
I think I'd rather play 5-man's draft. But, I mean, this Visage could just go mental, I think. His laning against Magnus is going to be really hard. Like, oh, they're playing Chessie's playing. Chessie is playing the Doom mid.
Oh, so it was the Doom mid. Okay.
So they are playing Mag. I mean, Zibe does play Mag 3 as well. I get that, but that's surprising to me. I thought they would have played the Mag mid, especially because there's a Visage there. They scale much better, I think, on 5 men. Because they have like Doom to work with, the Devour to work with. They have Empower as well. Like we've seen what Misery's been building on Pos for Lena. Like the supports on Ninjas don't scale that well, and like all their damage is very single target focused. I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I prefer 5-man's draft. Again, this is one of these ones that I think it's very even still. I think both teams could easily win this with the drafts that they have. I can't wait to see how this Visage versus Ricky thing goes, though. It's cool.
It's going to be nuts.
Because I've seen like some offlane Visages and things just recently, where you get the Soul Assumption, you buy 3 mangoes at the start, you just nuke them over and over again in the side lanes, and you find kills really easily. But the mid Visage is a little bit different, especially after Helm of Dom got nerfed recently. I wonder if he still builds it, or if he goes like early Medallion or something instead.
Prepare for battle.
I can't wait. This is great.
Yeah, here we go.
A 5-man rotating bot already on 5 men. So I guess really annoying because I keep forgetting what their team name's called because 3 of them are tagged up as C9 and 2 of them are tagged up as OGC.
Yeah.
So none of them are tagged up under the right name, which is very frustrating.
So excited for this game. I'm excited to see this Ricky, honestly.
Yeah, it's different. I haven't seen a Ricky in ages. But with the mag, it makes
30
complete sense,
seconds
right?
to
Because you can just build like really stat heavy with your items, and then you have the. Because Ricky's biggest flaw is he doesn't farm very quickly, but with the Empower, helps out massively. He also does have really high base armor to work with in the lane against the Mars, which is nice against God's Rebuke.
The battle begins.
Entrance to get the rune, but Mirana's going to be here as well. Click War. Era wins.
Ooh. I was hoping the Click War would be a little more intense. Like, next time, just and to the death, of course,
No.
as everything should be.
No death. It's going to be 0-0 at 20 minutes in. So, Chessie on the Doom has very low armor to work with, but obviously so does Visage in the mid lane. So, hopefully Supreme, when he gets some right clicks in here, should do a decent amount of damage to Chessie, especially because he has the Blight Stone.
How are we going to see Charlie do? I feel like we've seen Lifestealers just kind of struggle.
Correct. I feel the same way.
Like, just straight struggle bus the entire day.
It's not been great, has it? You know, let's be honest. He's got Midas queued up on the Visage as well. Wow. So they're looking to potentially scale a little bit more. Okay. When you're playing against Empower, Devour. I'm not sure how good that's going to be.
Down bottom, pile and die, getting chased, and they have this arrow spear combo to go for.
Arrow, there you go.
And there's the arrow hitting with the spear. Pile and die taking a lot of damage, getting chased under the tower, slowed up. Fairy Fire surviving, and now all that aggression really feels sort of meaningless.
Yeah, but I mean, Ace is also able to just get free farm under the tier 1 there as well, because they were just focusing on the Ench. Pile just salves up. And they're fine. So, I mean, they're winning all 3 lanes at the moment on 5 men. So yeah, they're having a really good time right now.
This is going really well for them. I mean, Ace is having a good time. It seems like Ace has had moments where he's just been struggling to find farm. But, I mean, right now, he's loving life.
Yeah, no reason not to. Ricky in lane against Mars probably one of the better ones. Just because, like we said, you have that high armor to work with.
Yeah.
And especially when there's an Ench in your lane as well, right? Like, no matter what carry you play, it usually feels good. This Ench just throwing out impetuses non-stop.
Thanks for the added harassment. Appreciate you.
Yeah, exactly. You have the heal and the sustain as well.
Ooh, goes on an arrow, leap back. For a second, getting interesting there.
I mean, Era has no more regen to work with here, which is a bit of a problem. He's going to try and stack the big camp here, but it actually doesn't work.
Chessie about a half level ahead of Supreme, but creep wave to work with here for Supreme, and then up towards the top lane as we were looking. Misery just doing his job over in the top lane like like we saw him in both games in the first series.
Yeah, he has the this is what we're saying. He has the range advantage versus the Bane, so he's just got to constantly be poking away at Misha. I'm pretty sure. Do you take stun at level 3 as well? I think you do. You go like 0, 2, 1, and then you max out the Dragon Slave. I think this is what MSS used to do on +4 Lina at least. Oh, bot lane.
Do get the kill on a Saber right there. And then Misha's actually getting pretty low. Stun hits from Misery. And Nightmare looking for the shockwave, but won't throw it. Misha's still, he's going to be forced all the way back. He's got 1 tango to work with, but what's the courier bringing him? A salve. Okay. Should be okay. Already a 1k lead, though. And are we surprised that the Doom is getting this big of an advantage?
I mean, not at all, right? It's a Doom. So.
We've seen it already. We're not surprised.
It's not just that it's a Doom either. It's a Visage on the other side. So, like, until Visage gets level 6, I mean, his laning just isn't that strong, like, innately. So, I mean, the Doom should be absolutely fine here. He's going to max out Devour. Yeah, he's 3 points in it already. If he wants, he can max out Scorched Earth now before Devour, because you don't need... level 4 Devour to level 3 doesn't change which creeps you can eat. Like, you can eat them all by level 3. So, yeah. Which is why when you see a lot of offlane Dooms, they tend to get 3 points in Devour and then max out their other skills.
Okay, lead for 5 men.
Chessie.
Chessie's got to be careful.
Trouble. Soul Assumption thrown his way. He's able to survive. Scorched Earth keeping him alive. He's also got that salve to work with.
And like we said, remember, it's not even just the laning stage that they're stronger in. I think they have the Doom with the Devour, they have Empower on the Mag, which is going to help their Ricky farm as well. So like coming into the mid-game, they should be out-farming it massively here. And this is why I don't really understand why the Visage is going Midas, because yes, it allows you to keep up with them in terms of like tracking your net worth and whatever and like scaling, but
Where are you going?
I feel like it's just going to allow 5-men to buy these fighting items that your lineup won't have for the same amount of gold. Lifesteal has 16 CS in 6 minutes, Peacock.
Yeah, he's really not getting anything.
If Shibe gets away with maxing in power in this lane as well as an offlane mag, like that's insane. Like in most offlane mags, you see they go for like max shockwave, right? Oh.
Star Storm, double damage. Can they get the kill? Chessie on the run, and the familiars will be there. Supreme taking a lot of damage, but he'll survive it. He's okay.
Hero gets the last hit as well, which is nice for him. So might go for like an early vessel or something potentially, but I think we're probably going to see that. Oh, he's actually gone Tranquil instead of Arcane, so we might not see the Greaves build from him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Don't run off.
Ace.
Oh. If they land that smoke out there, he doesn't get the leap out, right? So that was very touch and go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Supreme really doesn't want to go back to base before he gets his Midas. So he's just farming jungle, you know?
Is this gonna be worth it, Midas? Is that too slow for this lineup?
That's what I'm worried about, though. I feel like if they go Midas, then I don't know how they fight. I mean, obviously Visage is a really strong hero at fighting innately, but yeah, I'm sure.
Michigan Shockwave. Jibe thinking about the skewer back into the hands of Misery, which would have been followed up by an LSA. Could have potentially had the kill. Meanwhile, I mean, you're already on the net worth on the obs, but you take a look and Doom and Ricky are towards the top. Like that's impressive with how well they're farming.
I mean, they have really strong lanes though, both of them, right? I mean, the one that surprises me that his top lane went so well, but I mean, Magnus does fine against Lifestealer, and in a 1v1, you know, Lina does okay against Bane on the side as well. So
look at the
Steel's a big creep. Oh my god!
Look at the Radiant Triangle. Like, just a crazy amount of stacks in the Radiant Triangle. So much farm. Saberlight just farming way mid on this Mars, but he's at 2,500. Like, Visage did okay. Arena down. This is Arena down for Pile I Die if they can get the kill. He got Nature's Attendance out. Don't think
oh my
they'll
god,
get the kill on this one. And Enchantress is just able to walk away.
And Doom has just maxed out Devour as well, so he's just going to farm up. Oh god.
Era.
Feels like nothing's going right for Nip at the moment, this game.
Arrow to try and steal what they can, but only a small creep there for Era. 12 seconds till he's got another shot, but I think they take this stack pretty quickly. Faded Brooch on the ground, a little bit of harassment coming in from Misery. And now there's really not much for you to steal if you throw an arrow, but the Leap and the Starstorm avoids the stun. Era, though, now one charging Leap, throws the arrow. This hits. Pile I Die is here. Impetus Shot just kills Era as he stays too long. Now they'll go for Misha. They've got the LSA. Another kill for 5-men. As over mid, they've used the Doom, and they lose Chessie. But Jibe coming over. 6 charges in that wand. Won't commit to try and going on the Mars. They lose the Doom off that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Doom ended up under the tower there. I don't know whether he got speared back or something, but yeah, I mean, nice kills on the 2 supports on the side that I saw at least. But the Doom dying after he's used ult there is a big surprise for me. I'm also surprised he's just going straight for BKB next, which we've obviously seen from Iceberg and stuff. But I look at the Dire lineup and they have so much physical damage. Like this grip that goes through BKB as well. So when the Doom gets BKB, I still think he needs like a cheap armor item or something first. Like even if I know he has phase boots, but I thought he might go like just a casual plate mail or something as well, which I know is a bit weird, but or like even just blink first to allow him to just get on top of people and fight.
The prize is mine.
I guess the BKB's not too bad though. Ricky's got his first blade of alacrity towards the defusal as well, so he's absolutely fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Doom's already working on his BKB. We've seen how
They want to
quickly
kill top.
they can get the BKBs on these mid Dooms. RP committed. That's during the rage. They're going to try and line up the stun, but he goes into the infest, steals your siege creep, and skirts out of there. I mean, that was some Tokyo Drift, how quickly he just hit the...
Just attacking with the catapult as well, just to try and pull the wave away from the tower. That's really nice by Charlie.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Using this ghost to just take the tower shots.
Radiant's
With the Nature's Attendants as well, they can just start tanking the tower here, so they should be able to finish this one off. Ricky, his tower's getting destroyed, but you see the Lena's rotating in here. They might look to try and go down here. I mean, Ace is level 8, so he has a decent amount of damage.
Question is, can he successfully jump? Now they've got a third. They might have needed to go in immediately as that TP showed up. It is Pile I Die, and Ace shows himself. They'll try to get the deny. Era can't grab it, and Enchantress gets the deny on this bottom tier 1. They don't actually get the top tier 1, though.
Yeah. I mean, this Visage is farming really well as well. You know, fair play to Supreme. I didn't agree with the Midas, but it's worked out well for him. So, and obviously getting the XP on this hero is really important as well, because those higher levels, especially the talents, are really strong.
Regeneration.
I think the level 2 birds feel like so. I know that technically they only do double the damage, but they feel so much better than the level 1 birds as well. So, yeah, hopefully we see Supreme make a rotation at some point when he gets those level 2 birds.
Just 1,100 gold away from the Diffusal Blade for the Ricky. They bottom out pretty hard. I mean, the Bane has 1,400 gold. Alina a little bit behind the Mirana. We've seen Misery feel a little bit more farmed at this point. But yeah, the Visage has a lot of farm, but look at where the Lifestealer is. Like, he's kind of struggling. The Arena gets used over bottom. Doesn't catch anything.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. And these arenas haven't really achieved anything so far this game, right? They've been
Not really.
Been a little bit. Yeah. I mean, they killed the Doom mid before, but this Mars struggling a little bit in terms of net worth, especially here.
He's about to have his Blink Dagger as he tries to take this stack with the Empower.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and there it is. So Blink Dagger and then some. He has got a bunch of stacks that are being made for him by Misery. And it has really granted them a lot of gold.
I would have really liked to have seen the Ricky play with the mag, though, more at this point in the game. So, like, maybe the Lina came and sat bot and pushing out the wave whenever. And then, like, Ricky starts playing top and just farming through, like, top lane or through the jungle.
Got the silence. Now they enchant the damage. And they get the kill on the Era. Ace needs to be careful. He's been dusted and now speared. He's dead. Just gets caught making a move for the Mirana, and they might even get Pile I Die, but... Ooh, familiar? No.
Not quite in time.
That's a significant kill to get. Doesn't quite have this Diffusal Blade. Buys out and grabs himself the Robe of the Magi before he ends up going down. It doesn't feel like the aggression's there from 5-man.
No, not quite, does it? They're kind of very happy to just farm up, though. And like we said, they have the Mag Doom, so they should out-farm them, theoretically.
Mm.
And Ace is going to start playing towards Zibe now, which I like.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wait up.
They find Era.
Dire's top tower
Another
is
leap
under
away,
attack.
but he's slow. They've
Like
got
protection.
themselves the Moonlight Shadow. They've got Dust. Another
Dire's
leap
top
charge,
tower has fallen.
but Shockwave hits it, and Blink Forward gets the kill. Probably not the way you want to debut that Blink, though. Arena used over mid, trying to go to get a kill onto this Doom. They've got the damage, they have the control, and they'll get the kill. Saberlight taking impetus shots, and
Oh, the
just
miss!
turns into one and misses. They find the LSA that hits on them onto this Visage. Supreme full on the Soul Assumption. Just can't trade anything there. And that's pretty big, losing that Doom and slowing him down from that BKB once again.
Yeah, he was literally just about to buy the BKB as well, so yeah, like you say, really slowed down well. Ryan's going to come and arrow the Catapult as well, so it stops the Radiant from trying to push out the mid lane. But they are smoked up here on Radiant side. I mean, this Ench just blows the smoke straight away. I don't really know what that was about.
My sprites are with us.
Gets the Nature's Attendance off here. Oh, Ricky comes in on the Bane.
Tricks of the trade. RP! That's a big one. They got the buyback coming in for the Bane, and now they've skewered back Charlie, but he goes into the Rage, and they get the kill on a Jibe.
I mean, that fight's really good if they RP when the Ricky goes in at the same time. The Ricky went on the Bane on the side, and they RP'd, but there was no follow-up damage. Okay, for the Dooms there, and maybe they can like take the fight and do damage with Scorched Earth, etc., right? But
structures are fortified.
that was very brave trying to commit to that fight there, and this is allowing this Visage. If you look at Visage's net worth now, this guy's so far ahead. He almost has AC finished at 16 and a half minutes into the game. It's insane. He's farmed so quickly.
Radiant are scanning.
And all of a sudden, this game looks really good for ninjas.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
like,
the Visage has gotten enough time, right?
yeah, but at the same time, I don't like that this Doom just hasn't left mid lane until he buys a BKB. I feel like this
Misery
game in
top.
particular, they could have really pushed their advantage.
Trying to TP out. There's the arrow. They'll stop Misery from getting out of that one, and they'll finish him off. So a kill there up in the top lane. That comes through for Charlie. The arena is down. Spear hits Fiend's Grip on an Ace. He's just alive. Tricks of the trade, but not much longer. Nisha ends up dead. They'll find themselves Ace. They've got the dust. There's the Soul Assumption. Ace finally loses his life. All they get out of that is a Bane kill.
And there's an AC on the Visage. They just turn in, like, they look like they're going to go into Roche now as well. Blightstone AC. They have all the minus armor to work with. Charlie should be able to sustain. I mean, this is crazy. Like, this Ricky has Diffuser and he wants to be really strong right now, but you can't fight into this Visage at the moment.
My sprites are with us.
And they're actually not going to go Roche. They're a little bit worried about this Doom by the looks of it. Who has the ice armor to work with, by the way. So that was his casual armor item in the ability.
While I die. Just getting ripped apart.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they find the mango tree though. Easy. I like how Paladin started running at the mango tree with the creep. He's like, oh wait, I can't do anything.
So the game's getting difficult for 5-man. It feels like Chessie's. Well, first of all, it took him forever to get that BKB off of the timing that he had getting into it. You know what I mean? Like starting it. And he got slowed down on it a couple times. They had the defusal from the Ricky, but I mean, since then, Ace hasn't really felt like he's done much of anything. He's actually behind the Lifestealer in net worth.
Yeah, but this is what I was saying. I would have really liked to have Mag and the Ricky to have come together quicker to actually find their farm and use this Empower. Because I don't think Ziba used Empower on anybody except himself and Lena for like 10-15 minutes, right? Or like 10 minutes at least.
They're going to walk up on Paladin, so he'll break the smoke. They'll use the dust just in case the Ricky's there. He's not. He's close, but...
And now I think they go back into Roche. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's the -3 armor corruption talent on the Visage as well, so even more minus armor coming through.
And this is just an easy agent.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
And all of a sudden, like, Ninjas of Pajamas, the game is even, but it feels like they are very much in control of this. I mean, they've kept their tier 1 tower mid alive 20 minutes into the game. Not really much that 5-men are doing at this point, except trying to farm back in.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's their lineup there. They're going to have to find the farm to get their way back into the game, because I'm not sure they can fight their way in right now. Like, this Visage is the strongest hero on the map by far. I said Doom would be, but like, no, sorry, I said Doom wouldn't be, and I feel like that's vindicated now, right? Because he has BKB, but they have so much physical damage. I don't think they care about the BKB. They just hit him anyway.
We thought this Visage might not have enough time. We lied.
He just got, you know, free 15 minutes or so, didn't he?
Dire's
Yeah.
tower has been killed.
Like 15, 20 minutes, all of a
Charlie.
sudden, he's massive.
All right, that
Radiant's top
feels
tower
kind of
is
bad.
under attack.
Losing out that Deso for 2.5 minutes.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You're losing your top tier 2, and
Radiant's top tower.
unless you
They're
get this
gonna keep
bottom tier
going.
2, it doesn't feel like it's going to be worth it, and they're going to
Radiant's
pressure your
top
tier 3.
tower
You
is
quit.
under attack.
So now the damage is free to get, especially with
Look at the
nobody coming
damage.
back yet. It's so fast coming in from this Visage, and that's the scary part about this hero, how quickly he can lay the hammer down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Do they keep going here as well for the
Yeah.
Rex? I think they do.
Why would you stop?
Where are you going?
They're going to try Skewer. Oh, God's Rebuke. All of a sudden, they get the RP, but is it going to be enough? Arena comes down, the Doom is used, the Fiend's Grip is out
Grip
on the
onto the
Doom.
Ricky.
They haven't killed anybody
Onto
just
the
yet. They end up
Doom.
losing Jibbe. They'll buy back on the Magnus, they get the kill on the Lina. Now the Infest is going to be popped. Chessie trying to run, but the BKB's run out. They've got the Nightmare, they'll hold him
He
up for a
has
second.
Aegis.
Right click's coming in, the Aegis is used, and Supreme, he's going to be back into the fight. So they find themselves the kill on the Doom. He's got buyback, he'll use it immediately, 48 seconds, and
Oh.
now he's back alive. But before the buyback symbol could go away on Misery, they get the kill on the Lina. They might just be able to clean up continually.
I mean, they have no Doom, they have no RP.
It seems like
Ace
they
is
don't
gonna
have
go in here,
anything.
but
Where are you going?
Tricks of the trade, Shockwave pulled in, Soul Assumption pushes back Pile I Die, and the racks are gone.
Radiant's top
8k
barracks
lead
has
for Ninjas
fallen.
in Pajamas.
and this is not how I expected this game to go at all, I'll be honest. Like, they use everything there, but they doom the Mars after he used Arena. So,
Dire's
he didn't
bottom
care.
tower is under attack.
And there's the
And now
axe.
Visage has Ags as well, so he gets the extra bird. Holy crap. This has just exploded so quickly for Nib.
Yep. Top lane. Oh, they found the Doom. He just bought back. This is bad for Chessie, and he's caught. I mean, there's no way out of this one. I don't think,
Oh, he
unless
just
he,
pops
yeah.
BKB. Yeah.
But TP?
No, I don't think he wants to go, like, try and wait and see who can come from his team, but Misery's TP bot here to play with the mag, and they're going on Lifestealer.
I mean, they'll try. Charlie using that armlet. Ace going in. Skewer. Spear pushes them back, and now he'll infest. They've got the arena.
Oh
Jimmy's
my
now the one in trouble. They chased all this way. The arrow flies forward. It would have hit Jimmy regardless, and they'll pop the infest. They get the cone to the Magnus. He's dead for 70 seconds. Meanwhile, up towards top once again. Chessie getting chased. Here they come. Nightmare, Clumsy Net, all coming through. They're ready to go onto the Doom once again. They have Fiend's Grip up. So they caught the Magnus bottom. They'll get the kill onto the Doom up towards top. Neither of which have buyback. And then bottom, the fight rages on even longer. They've got the LSA as well as the Laguna coming in a Saberlight. Spear hits on an Ace. Trying to run. Oh,
Yes, blinking one.
Saberlight!
Really well. Yeah, that was
Oh
great
my
by Saberlight.
God.
He played around the Falcon there really well. That was awesome. And now they're just going to run mid as well. Ench might be in trouble here. CPU's like, I'll let you live this time. Here are my 3 birds now instead of 2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
For more
With
damage.
3 birds, your two towers fall faster.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They have just so much raw physical damage. And I look at this Radiant lineup and nobody's built armor. Like, there's no mech on the mag.
Look at
He's
the
gone
tower.
for this
He's
casual
melts.
plate mail now on Doom, but it's just too late. It doesn't make a difference.
Radiant's
Range
middle
racks,
barracks
3,
are under
2,
attack.
1.
They look like creeps,
Oh
those
my
buildings.
God. Yeah. It's CS at this point. Tick it up. This Visage, man, I'm pleasantly surprised because I love being completely shocked like this. Like, I wasn't,
Exactly.
I don't even think Visage is a bad hero by any means, but he popped off getting that free time. It's beautiful. Love it. Makes me sad I can't play a hero like that well. They really could just force in a bottom too. And get megas. I don't know how you stop them if you're 5-men. I mean, obviously you've got RP, you have Doom, and maybe you can fight, but at this moment right now, like,
Radiant's bottom tower
It seems-
is under attack.
heavily impossible. And I know there's regular impossible, there's light impossible, and heavily impossible. This is about the 99.8 to 100% range.
They find the observer ward that
Radiant's bottom tower
5 men are
is
just
under
outside their
attack.
base as well. And these birds just start palming away at the tower. What do you do about them? They're so tanky.
They don't have to stay close to the tower. They don't have to put themselves in harm's range of an RP. Chessie comes from behind, then pops the BKB, but immediately into the Fiend's Grip. He looks for the
Yules
RP.
on the
Can they
map.
get that? Great Yules. Now they've got the stun. Jimmy can even get the RP off. Yes, he can, but he's dead. GG is called. It does not matter. Doom is used, and the game is over. Ninjas in Pajamas, 26 minutes into the game. Take this.
What an insane game, actually. That last fight, they get a full Fiend's Grip on the BKB Doom. So, like, his whole BKB gets wasted. Zibe tries to go in with the RP, which gets instantly lifted up in the air by the Mirana Yules. Arrow flies through to follow up afterwards, so there's no RP until the fight's, like, already over and done. So, I mean, fantastic play by Nip, but this game looked so good for C9, and they just didn't move or rotate at all.
5, man.
Sorry, yeah. Fucking C9, Jesus.
I mean, God, 13-0-4 for Supreme. He played that Visage in a disgusting manner.
Crazy.
I honestly, I don't know. You said it too. Like, it's always nice to be proven wrong because it's always going to be cool. You know,
No,
it's always going to be nice.
I'm genuinely shocked. Like, I didn't see the game going like that at all. Like, especially after like 7 or 8 minutes in, right? When there was like this 2k lead for 5 men. But they just, all 3 of their cores just sat in their lane and farmed. And they just allowed this Visage to just free farm with the Midas he was going for. All of a sudden, he comes out the jungle with his 17-minute AC, and they just start running at their towers. And they don't have any way of dealing with it.
They had no way to figure out anything, and it just felt lost. It felt restrained. It felt restricted, and they could have done more with that lineup, and they didn't. So now they're 1 game away from missing the event. And Ninjas in Pajamas, again, for the second time today, are 1 game away from making the event. So can Ninjas in Pajamas put the dagger in? Can they book their ticket?